Hello everyone and welcome to System Hoppers, the actual play podcast where we can never decide what we want to play. My name is Mark and I'm your host and one half of the creative team in this series, where we're playing the Worldwide Wrestling RPG. This is part 2 of our playthrough of British Conclave Wrestling. For an explanation of the rules, please check out part 1. In this game we're playing through 3 episodes of a fictional televised wrestling show, and this is the second half of the first episode of the show. To hear myself and Steve, the other half of the creative team, planning and booking the show, please check out our small bonus episode. If you'd rather go in blind and react to things as they happen, feel free to continue on with this one. To give a quick recap, each of us is playing a wrestler within the promotion, playing through the show, wrestling matches, reacting to segments, and cutting promos to try to be the very best, gain the adoration of the fans, or maybe even win a title belt or two. I'm playing Titanic Terry, the babyface veteran. Steve is playing Wally the Weasel, the heel manager. Tom is playing Overtime Oliver Timely, the babyface call-up, and Vicky is playing the Diva of Doom, Enigma, the heel Anointed. On the last episode, we created our characters together and established some starting heat to show how our characters know each other to the audience. Building heat with the other characters is a great way to win the audience over, and then we hop straight into the show. Enigma opened the show and attempted to win the audience over with a training and hype montage, but on a failed botched roll ended up just confusing them. We then went into our opening match. Titanic Terry and his tag team partner Colossal Keith were defending their tag title belts against 2 challengers, the Large Wrecking Ball and the Tall Crane. As the match was going well, Terry tagged himself in and managed to injure himself, causing Keith to abandon him in the middle of the match, to be pinned and lose their title belts in a humiliating loss. With the audience shocked by Terry and Keith's tag team apparently splitting up, our second match started. Overtime Oliver Timely against the international champion, Mr. International John Punchman. After a bit of back and forth in the ring and a good start by Oliver Timely, Mr. International resorted to trying to cheat with some brass knuckles, but Timely was able to use his excess momentum to alert the referee to this cheating and hit his finisher to pick up the win. With the conclusion of our second match, the second half of the first episode is now going to continue, and we can pick up after the conclusion of the previous match and Oliver's victory. Is there anything else you want to do then after you are declared the winner?
Can I call for a mic?
You can get a mic whenever you want. Let's just work on that assumption.
So, it's international splayed on the floor. I bend over. The referee would usually at this time represent Mr. International with his title.
Mm-hmm. So yes, as the referee comes over and tries to give him his title, he tries to take it, but he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he tries to take it, so I grab onto it,
okay.
Put it close to me, and go, well, look at that. It seems I win. I guess this means your title reign has gone into overtime.
Ooh.
Pat him on the stomach and walk off.
Does that count as a promo?
I'd say so.
Do you want to roll on look?
Oh,
Ooh, fucking it.
Yeez! It's an 11.
puns for the win.
So, when you take the mic and speak your mind, roll on look. On a 10, you connect with the audience, pick 2. So you can make creative book you in a match, not for this episode, but for a future episode. Add a stipulation to a relevant match. They come out to respond to your promo, you can't really do that one, or gain one heat with your subject.
I'm not saying you should book the match, but you have the option to book yourself in a title match right now.
I'm going to gain a heat with him.
And are you booking, so you're using the next one to make creative book you in a match?
Yep. Ooh, do I also get an audience?
No, you don't for this instance. Technically, when the match ended is when you got the pin, so I'll say the next match you have will get... Also, that gives us a lot because you didn't use your rule to make it a title match, so we could do some company bullshit to stop that happening, which is interesting going forward.
Gotta keep that blue chipper down.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Is that the end of your segment then, yeah?
Yeah, that's the end of my segment.
Sweet. So with that, I'll say that everyone leaves the ring. Mr. International slowly, he's in the middle of the ring for a while as he makes his way out as well.
He really milks it.
It cuts to the Mediumtron as it lights up. It cuts to Tiny Jones, who is the small reporter that is definitely not on work experience here, but is unpaid intern. He's paid in exposure.
Yep.
As it cuts to him in a suit that doesn't quite fit him, as he's addressing the camera. We're just about to find out. We're just about to meet. We've got an exclusive interview as they walk up to the unnamed dressing room and knock on the door.
It's just a bit of plyboard, like clearly inside the building. Very, very cheaply made. There's like a door painted on it.
Oh, it's not a real door.
It's a real fake door.
Hello. Are you there? You ready?
I'll step from like around the door, as it's not a real door and I can't use the actual door. I will step from around the door and be like, "Yes, hello."
Wally Weasley, the Weasel.
Don't call me that.
Sorry, we've just no one's really heard from you over the past few weeks after you and Oliver Timely didn't quite work out. So we've heard you when you need an announcement. Yes, as the microphone is very much put in your face.
I will like snatch the microphone from his hand.
Oh.
First of all, don't say that name to me, stupid pup. Get out of here and smack him in the forehead.
Sorry. He runs out of camera shot and then just looks to you.
Good evening. I am Wally Weasley. I've been gone for a few weeks. I've been scouting talent, as it were. And I think I found the new hot thing that will bring this company to its knees. And I'll like just sort of like smack on the plyboard as Painface makes his way around. He's like
walks through the plyboard,
punches through it, through his head with his head, just headbutts his way through. He's like 6'3". He's got like a camo face paint on. He's dressed in like military fatigues, like fucking like a soldier, like a Vietnam era like soldier. As he just like bursts through the door in inverted commas. This here is Painface, and he is going to bring pain to all the faces in this company.
I'll say it's a promo you can cut. You're cutting a promo there, aren't you?
If they cut a promo, they can roll with my stat instead of mine, but I'm speaking for him, so it'd be me rolling.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you want a look roll on that.
Yes.
Wow. Perfect roll. That's a 15. 6 plus 3.
Jesus.
Flawless execution of that promo.
Say, I'm looking at the promo requirements, and do you want something from that, or would you want something from work the audience?
I haven't really cut a promo on anyone yet, have I? So,
do you want to work the audience on that?
I'll work the audience on that instead.
I don't want to. We'll keep your roll as is.
Yeah.
So you can spend 1 momentum to gain a heat with your current or upcoming opponent.
I could have a heat with the Hadouken. I'll take a momentum and I'll gain a heat with Hadouken.
People seem pretty hype.
We do love a good Hadouken.
Is there anything else you want to do in your promo?
And I'll just give the audience a second to sort of take that in. It's and the first victim on our list is Hadouken. He will be Hadouken when we're done with him. And I'll just then pull the kid back, pull the little interviewer guy back in, and then just thrust the microphone into his chest.
As I'll say, as the camera just stays on him, as you leave that frame. Yeah. I'll say you walk out of frame, and then Painface just walks through Tiny Jones.
Yeah, just barrels through him.
He just doesn't move. He's just taken down as the camera. As that camera fades to black, do you want to immediately go into your entrance?
Yes.
Kids come out first.
No, we'll go straight into my entrance.
Yeah.
As there's some spooty pyro, like Randy Orton's Legend Killer pyro. So there's a rain of sparks, top down. So it's a wall of fireworks, sparks raining down, a heavy industrial drum kind of beat, almost like a heartbeat.
Ooh.
Yeah, real intense for no good reason. As Painface makes his way down first, with myself sort of following behind him, making a point of stopping to jaw jack with audience members, telling them that their favourite Hadouken is going to be brutally murdered tonight.
People are booing at you, as they rightly should so, as they don't like you, and Hadouken is a crowd favourite.
Hadouken is wonderful and everyone loves him. That's why we're going to kill him.
Yeah, is that your entrance done?
Yeah, as he'll do the Brock Lesnar pyro as well, as he jumps onto the ring. He hops up onto the apron, so fireworks go off from the corners.
Ooh. I'll say, as the crowd are kind of as the lights kind of die down, and the crowd are booing at you as they hate you guys, and Hadouken is beloved. As that happens, suddenly just arcade music flares up, like 90s like arcade sounds kind of flare up as this like 8-bit little icon comes on the WrestleTron, this like sprite of the Hadouken as coming out in like Ryu's kind of garb, you know, in like that white robe the gi kind of wears.
Hell yeah.
As he comes out in this like gi, doing like the idol pose, like just there, just standing like hopping back and forth. As he reaches out, he takes out a red headband as he ties it around his head. As he ties it around his head and kind of like puts this red, so he's got this white gi and this red headband. As he reaches into his gi again and pulls out a small skateboard, as he hops on it and skates down to the ring. As he skateboards to the ring, he hops up. He hits like a fake, like a small trapeze that the camera can't see, but the audience can. As he jumps up into the ring and does like a forward roll. As everyone cheers, as he kind of looks down, he looks at you at the side of the ring apron, kind of glares at you as he turns up and kind of sees the much larger frame of Painface. But yeah, the match is going to start. You want to start in control, or should he? I think he should.
Let's give him a little flurry of offense to start, to try and win the crowd over, and then we can swat him down like a little bitch.
As the match starts, Painface goes for like a running kind of lariat strike as he just ducks under it, and he just kicks him in the back of the leg. And then just starts with like a flurry of blows to like the upper body. That's right, he has levels in Monk.
That flurry of blows in already.
He goes for like 4 quick jabs, and then he bounces off the ropes. And he's going to run and try and go for like another strike to like knock him back. We don't have stats for Painface, do we?
I don't think we have stats for either of them technically. I'd be happy to say if we just go through the match as just describe the match as a basic it's a pretty standard David versus Goliath match where Hadouken sort of gets little flurries of offense in before getting swatted down and sort of controlled by Painface, who's just bigger than him. And then as we get towards the end of the match, like Hadouken gets the crowd behind him. They're sort of all on their feet. They're cheering for him. They're rooting for him.
He does that thing where like he takes the top half of his gi off. It's all ripped.
He shakes his arms like he's really hyped up. He's really fired up. And then what I'll do is I'll then go for like meal ticket, and I'll try and interfere to then make sure that he doesn't hit his spot.
Okay, yeah. So how does meal ticket work? Do you roll? Is it your finisher?
So I roll my finisher essentially. Right.
Yeah. Do you want to go? How are you distracting him? Or
as he sort of gets fired up, he sort of sets up for his finisher, which I imagine is just him doing like a Hadouken at them. Right.
Metsu Shoryuken, where he bounces off the ropes, runs, does an uppercut to the stomach, and then an uppercut to the chin, and then just goes for like he like jumps, so he does like the stupid Street Fighter uppercut.
Oh hell yeah! As he goes to run the ropes, I will just like swat at his ankle.
Ooh.
And try and like distract him that way.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to roll on your meal ticket?
So it's just 2d6, isn't it?
You can use your momentum if you've got any.
Okay, I've got 2 momentum, so I could. It's not going to help me.
Oh no! Oh no! Trouble in paradise.
Oh, I have to have blinder of a star here. I'm inclined to say that the referee throws me out for a DQ loss.
So yeah, on a botch, you can choose one. Your effort is hilariously obvious, losing you -1 audience, or the ref tosses you out, booking a disqualification loss for your client.
Yeah, the referee just immediately catches me grabbing his ankle. I just immediately turn to the timekeepers, and he's just like, ring the bell. Disgusting, cheating, not in my ring.
He immediately sees you go for that and just calls the match. As before you can even argue, Painface is just like looks confused more than you. As he glances to Hadouken, glances to the referee, glances to the timekeeper, glances to you, and just kind of glares a little bit. As the bell rings and it is declared, Hadouken is declared the winner through disqualification. I'll say Painface goes for Hadouken, but being a spry, springly lad, he's easy to... Oh, you want to run in?
Ooh.
Is that a run-in from Oliver Timely?
Yep.
You have to roll on it first. So roll on your heat with Steve.
8.
I'll say what you can do, and then you can describe how you do it. Although it's kind of run-ins are kind of for match in progresses, but we can probably adapt it, can't we?
Yeah, we can wing it for this.
I'll say so. Yeah, you can attack someone in the ring, which books them as the winner, but the match is over. You distract them, their opponent takes control of the match, and the match continues. You're now booked into a grudge match with that person, or you interfere in the match and it is a no contest and you get momentum.
So he's still attacking. So he's going for Hadouken. So
Yeah.
if I have microphone in my hand,
The earlier microphone.
yeah. So I'm still in my ring gear. I'm just gonna yell out, Martin! Painface
Look
just
around
stops and
confused.
stares. Yeah. I walk out and we just lock eyes. What are you doing? Me and Painface just lock eyes. Hadouken Kid just walks off, neither of us. Like you do, like we lock eyes for an awkwardly long time while Hadouken Kid just kind of walks off.
He gets his skateboard and just is silent apart from the rolling of wheels.
Yeah.
As he skates past you and goes, "Oh, cheers, mate." As he dips back into the back room.
His little kickflip as he goes past you.
Ooh, crowd pop for the kickflip. He does an ollie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What on earth are you doing? I turn, look at the Toys R Us was. He's treating you like a toy, man. A run-down toy.
Painface looks at you, Oliver Timely, and then looks back to his manager.
I'll just be like trying to awkwardly get away through the crowd, like just sort of backing away, like
Just fucking running away.
just leave it. I'll just leave it. I just cost this man a match. I'm not like shuffle about halfway through the crowd, past like the first row of people, and then just like turn around and just bolt, like waddle away.
It's not a big crowd, so I'll say very quickly you're just running away into the night.
Waddling away across the car park.
This Painface just kind of keeps glaring at you as you run and then looks back to you Oliver Timely.
I get about halfway across the car park and jump into like a shitty Ford Escort, and you hear the screeching of tyres as I leave.
All trouble in paradise.
As it then awkwardly like turns around in the car park and just drives back around to the side of the building, and I awkwardly shuffle my way backstage again.
It's all one motion. So it just looks...
You see? Look at that. He's not even sticking around to apologise to your mate. I'll tell you what. This is what I'm going to do. Next week, I'm getting my belt. But after that, I'm getting my mate back. See you around. I walk back in.
Painface walks over and picks up the microphone that Wally the Weasel dropped. He picks it up, looks at you, and just exhales into it and drops it, and then just leaves. Anything else, or was that segment done?
That's that segment done.
Cool.
As we are back on the Mediumtron, we cut to what looks to be backstage. You can see sort of with these sort of really terrible plyboard walls, a very badly drawn cross painted on one of the walls with a gap. As the cameraman sort of shuffles inside, you can see sort of lying on a bed, sort of ice packs on multiple limbs, is Titanic Terry. He's sort of writhing around in pain. As sort of attending to him, you can see there is wearing a full suit of medieval knight armor with like a tabard with a red cross on it. There is someone treating them. As they sort of turn, they sort of raise their visor and just like turns to the camera and is like, "You shouldn't be in here. You need to leave."
This is the chief medical officer for the program, Night Nurse.
Knight with a K.
Yeah.
You realise night nurse is a war crime, right?
Yes, I'm well aware.
Night Nurse he's around before the Geneva Convention.
This company isn't smart enough to know that it's an actual war crime to use that red cross.
If we get sued by the Geneva Convention, that's exposure.
That's free publicity.
Is that a wrestler too? Free publicity.
Yes.
Is Terry like, he's got like almost fake casts on like his arm and like his
ice
back.
packs everywhere.
Yeah,
like,
he is just pillowed up. I got a microphone, I assume.
The camera goes like directly into your face.
It's like, even though I didn't take a wound to my arm, I've got like my arm where it's like set in a cast, and I've got a microphone just placed in my hand
Preemptively.
Oh, you're right there. This is Titanic Terry. My hit talk show segment, Terry Talks. No, Talks with Terry. Is it Terry Talks? I can't remember.
It's both now.
It's Terry Talks with Terry who talks. As you all saw in that last match, I'm going to call it what it was. It was a farce. That's right. As one of the large boys, I cannot believe that I have been made to feel this small. I thought Colossal Keith. I thought we were partners through and through. I elevated you to this company and helped you, and you abandoned me in my time of needs. I thought we were friends. I'm joined here today with Night Nurse. Not move my hand because I can't.
The camera pans to Night Nurse, who looks incredibly awkward. Like, sort of like side-eyes the camera and it's just like...
Did not know this segment was coming up.
Had no idea he was about to be recorded.
What do you think of such an egregious betrayal? Talking to the microphone. I don't move it.
He sort of leans in like a little bit close, like...
I wasn't really watching. I was kind of busy.
You thought it was outrageous, I know. You've seen my injuries, the extent of my extreme injuries that I sustained in that opening match, and I lost my title belt. You said it before off camera, and you'll say it again. They will say it. Tell them.
There's nothing wrong with your arm, Terry.
There's everything wrong with my arm. Oh, proper fucked, he said.
I didn't say that.
He has said, like, maintain eye contact. He said this is egregiously awful and one of the worst injuries and beatdowns he has ever seen in all of his career. And then I like shuffle the microphone so he can't speak into it. Now, I'm a large boy, always have been, and I was always pride myself on having a large heart. But Colossal Keith, you have broken that large heart, and now it is in two large pieces, two butch giant pieces. And so, I just wanted to say, when you walked away from me, and when you left, and I kind of like still trying to like nudge Night Nurse out of the spotlight, when you left just then, you've left a large wound in my large broken heart, and I won't forget easy. So watch your back, because as soon as I'm cleared and I'm out of this medical wing, you are going down. Your arse is grass, and I'm mowing the lawn. I like get egregiously closer to the camera, so I'm right in front of it. And then I remember my arm hurts, and I have to kind of pull it back slightly.
I'm a little disappointed, Mark. You could have gone with Heart of the Ocean. From Titanic.
Could have. Is that a promo, I guess?
I'd say that's a promo.
Rolling on my look of -1. Hell yeah. 8. Oh no, I do have a look of +1. So I misread it and thought they were all negatives. I genuinely thought I was shit at that. So, make creative book you in a match, add a stipulation to a relevant match. They come out to respond to your promo or gain 1 heat with your subject. You want them to come out to it? That's pretty good too.
Up to you, it's your role.
Oh, I think coming out is more narrative. No, let's have him come out. I think that's more narrative.
You want him to come out?
Yeah, he comes to the medical wing.
as you say that, and like the camera sort of pans away from you, Night Nurse sort of takes a few steps back, as through the shitty plyboard wall, Colossal Keith just bursts through and tips over the shitty medical gurney that you're sat on, as you spill to the floor, as he just sort of jumps on you and starts raining down punches on you.
Oh no. Do I have anything I can do?
While casting up.
Can I?
Can you forget your arms hurt and start throwing punches back?
I've got 2 momentum to spend. If I finish the episode, I lose it all. So can I spend my last 2 momentum to make my opponent speechless? As he knocks me off the gurney, I like pick it up and just always forget and just throw the gurney at him. As like I rush at him and he runs off and we just run off the set.
You just run through a wall and just leave.
I throw the gurney at him and he like panics, runs away, and then I run through a different bit of the wall and you just hear me chasing him down.
See the vague sounds of shouting across an empty Toys R Us.
As it cuts to the actual parking lot, they can just see in real time chasing him.
Can you just have the decapitated head of Jeffy the giraffe on you?
Oh no.
You colossal wanker. As we run off.
We'll get him next time, Terry. We'll get him next time.
I should have a belt, you tosser. As Colossal Keith and Titanic Terry chase each other off the set.
Yeah, let's say you both sprint away into an abandoned Toys R Us, screaming at each other. We cut to the announce desk. So we'd like to thank this evening's sponsor, Eric's Plywood, for providing us with all of our sets for today. We're very appreciated.
Terry has like an IV that he's carrying, but like off the ground with him, and he thinks that like clears that. He thinks that means that it's like the bit's working that he's injured when he's running full pelt with an IV on his hand and a fake belt in the other.
You can visibly see the IVs leaking from where the tube is attached to his arm in inverted commas.
It's clear that Colossal Keith is more in shape than Terry. And as he kind of runs away, he reaches into his trunks, takes out another bit, and just throws it at him and just shakes his fist.
What was the made-up drink we had?
Gooch hooch.
Can the IV bag have a gooch hooch label on it?
It's branded as Gooch hooch.
Just a beer-soaking old man angrily trying to chase down Colossal Keith.
I do not envy you trying to edit this down to be a coherent fucking episode.
I fucking don't quite know how I'm going to do it, honestly.
It's going to be something.
I'm not gonna lie, when you were describing that, Steve, I genuinely thought you were gonna have Night Nurse rip his helmet off to be Colossal Keith.
Oh my god.
That would have been, if I hadn't already had him raise his visor, that would have been amazing.
Why did we not do that? I was meant to be the hero, not the fucking comedic people in this company. God, what have you become, Titanic?
You did say at the start this was either going to be like an absolute farce of a show, or it was going to be like super serious, intense wrestling show. And there was no in between.
I said to Steve, I was like, I think people might want comedy feuds and people might want serious feuds. I'm happy to take a serious feud if people want to do comedy. And now
Is this your definition of a serious feud?
now I'm chasing a man across the car park.
He's yeeting titties at him.
With Dido, I will go down with this shit playing in the background as you go.
Oh god, what have you become?
We are cutting through to our fucking main event though now. It's time.
Yeah, sorry Vicky, I realised we gave you the opening and the closing segments. So.
That's okay. It's given me time to read things and hopefully figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Enigma, do you want your entrance first?
Don't mind, can do.
Yeah, sure.
So the lighting sort of like changes to this very like deep red and sort of very, very fast paced like EDM starts.
Oh wow.
The reference I have in my head is Halsey Experiment on Me. The one that she did with Ollie Sykes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why that's relevant. It's not, but that's just a random piece of music trivia that I know. And she sort of like just like sprints out, like trying to get like some form of reaction out of the crowd, trying to get like cheers and sort of clapping and like just some form of acknowledgement that she hasn't completely bungled this from the terrible video that was at the beginning.
I mean, you can't work the audience because you fucked it that much.
I know.
They're already sick of you.
Like, people are kind of excited, but then some people still are cringing a bit remembering the video of you rock climbing. But yeah, is that your entrance?
Mm-hmm.
With that, then the lights just immediately go black, and like, even though it's the lights go off, but you're still very much in a car park, and some people can kind of see a man just quickly scuttling into position as the lights flare back on, and just on the Mediumtron, there's like a load of ravens and birds, and as the light comes back on, standing in the middle of the ring is a man wearing a large leather coat, like a vest top, and like black trousers, holding a baseball bat.
A bunch of painted black pigeons are released as well.
Yeah, artisanal pigeons.
Artisanal pigeons.
As a load of pigeons and birds are just thrown out of a cage, just scatter off, and the music is just this like
constant fucking raven cawing, like obnoxious raven cawing over it.
Edgar Allan Payne, some call this guy, the commentator says. As he sets his coat off and kind of takes down. He's an older man, you think, Steve?
Late 30s, early 40s.
Oh, it's old in wrestler terms. Well, actually, it's not.
That's towards your prime in wrestling terms.
Yeah, as he takes his jacket off, takes his bat off, and sets it down, and just looks up at you, Enigma, as he just gives you like a slight nod as the match starts. This is Dark Omen.
Before that happens, can I grab a microphone?
Oh, yeah.
And sort of look Dark Omen like sort of dead in the face and just be like, James Mackenzie called. He wants his identity back. It's a very niche joke. That's the actor who was Raven in the kids' TV show.
As you say that, as you start saying that, explaining it, your microphone just kind of splutters slightly as the announcer's just like, we didn't quite get that, but there's probably that probably isn't a sanctioned comment, but I think the match is getting underway. Even though he said that, like the microphone cut out, but people still heard what you said.
Okay, who's starting?
You could start out.
Okay, I'll sort of like immediately throw the microphone like off toward like the ring and sort of like immediately go to like tackle.
Ooh, that sounds like a body roll.
I'm not good at this.
It can't go worse than my match. Ooh. So yeah, on a 7 you can keep control of the match, or you can take a momentum to have him counter.
I'll keep control.
Okay.
Can I try and like bunny hop like over him?
Like leapfrog over him?
Yeah, and I'm trying to get my legs sort of like tight like around his upper body.
I'll say as he kind of goes to counter you as you run at him, you take him by surprise as you jump and just like latch onto him. What do you want to do when you've like latched onto him?
Try and like if I've got my legs wrapped around him, like sort of like use my body weight to like slam him down onto the mat.
Yeah, sounds like maybe a work roll.
A work roll? Oh no, this is a -1.
It's a technical move.
No! Oh shit.
As you like pull, like try and use your like lower body strength to like pull him. Yeah, he just grabs you back and just headbutts you.
Owie.
Knocking you kind of off him into the ground. As he does that, he's going to kind of go for an immediate kind of elbow drop to like land on you. What are you doing?
Can I do like a forward roll or backwards roll to like just try and get out of the way?
Sounds like another work roll.
Shit. Ah! Okay, can I spend a momentum to make that into a pass success? Please.
You can do that.
Every single fucking roll I have botched.
You're so anointed. Isn't that your gimmick? You can look the part, but you can't.
Yes.
Honestly, Michael, it's an enigma.
So yeah, you're just rolling out the way, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll say as you do that, he like elbow drops into the mat and like for a second like holds his arm, like, and kind of you get back into control of the match.
He's on the floor, right?
He is, yes. Clutching his elbow.
Can I stand up and try and do a moon salute?
A what?
A moon salute? I don't know, it's on the sheet.
Moonsault.
Oh, that's the one!
Moon salute. You salute the moon.
I can't read, leave me alone.
No, that's alright. So yeah, just a jumping moonsault onto him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a work roll.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Yes!
Nice.
Okay, fine, finally.
Pretend you get a momentum and you keep control of the match.
Hell yeah! Finally.
Yeah, take your momentum point, and what happens? Yeah, it lands.
Yeah, so I'll sort of like very gracefully just flip and slam my body down like on top of him.
Mm-hmm. As you hit into him, there's a satisfying thud as the crowd seem pretty hyped for it now, and he kind of holds his stomach in pain from where you landed on him.
I'm gonna sort of try and get my leg around his neck.
Yeah?
Try and force him to tap out by just completely cutting off his air.
Okay.
I don't want to actively hurt him.
If you just want to make him tap out, I'll say that's, I'll let you choose body or work for that.
Oh, fuck off!
Another bot. You are on fire with botches here.
As you move your leg round to, like, try and grab him, he grabs a hold of you and brings you down onto the mat and, like, flips you over him as he picks himself up. As he grabs your leg, he's going to go for, like, he's going to try and just grab one leg and, like, turn you over onto your stomach and then bend it back.
Kind of want to use, like, the momentum of, like, being close to the floor to, like, push myself up and, like, sort of, like, kick with my free leg, try and kick his, like, torso to get him away from me.
I think that's going to be a work roll. Ooh.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah? I'll say, yeah, as that works, you manage to just negotiate so you can get your other leg on him. As you kick him, and he flies a few steps forwards, giving you a bit of room to get up and all.
Okay. I'll try and, like, tackle him again.
That sounds like a body roll. Sounds like a physical move.
I'll take it. I'll take 8.
Oh, is that an 8? No, yes,
Yep.
I didn't do the roll. Yeah. It's the tackle connects. So what do you do? Like,
I want to try and like use his own body weight against him to sort of get him on the floor again.
Also, as you tackle him, he gets knocked to the ground. So
Oh, okay.
you've like tackled him and like speared him down.
In that case, can I climb up onto the rope and like somersault down on top of him?
Ooh, like a front somersault or like a back one, or
Whichever will look more impressive, to be fair.
Shooting star press would be backwards if you want to go for that.
Sure.
that sounds like a work roll.
I'd say a body. It's an athletic feat.
I'll let you roll on body then if you want. I guess it is a strength-based feat.
Yo!
There we go.
Finally.
Critical success.
That is a max on both.
Yeah, gain 1 momentum, and what happens is you jump and just do this. Is it a backwards flip? Is it?
We'll go with a backwards flip. Yeah, as I sort of like land, my elbow connects just above like his pelvic area.
Ooh.
So it's not quite a crotch shot, but it's like as close to a crotch shot as you can get.
So as it hits, it's like a satisfying thud as it hits into him, and he almost sells it like a crotch shot, like as he just holds his like self and just rolls on the ground back and forth.
I think I'm then gonna go for the leg around his neck again.
Okay, just try and like choke him out.
Yeah.
That sounds like a work roll. Ooh.
I'll take it.
Yes, just you get this like a submission move, I guess, locked in. Lock your leg around his neck. This isn't your finisher, is it?
No, but at what point do I need to do the finish? Like,
Whenever you want to call for it, you can just call that you're going for it at any point. I think Steve, as our rule of thumb, will just tell you if you book to win at that point.
Yeah, when you call for the finisher, we'll let you know.
okay.
Because then otherwise the other person can narratively counter. Also, as you start choking him out, you feel him getting weaker, but he's still trying to fight you.
Okay, I'll try and use the momentum to like flip him over so that he's face down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will kind of want to be a bit like showboaty about it, and I want to sort of like push his head like completely into the mat whilst doing a handstand on him.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Is that a athletic feat?
I'd say it's an athletic feat. Going for a fucking handstand on someone. I'd say
Roll body.
Shit. Shit.
It's a botch and a half.
Well, so here's the thing. So, if on the athletic feat, if you botch, you take an injury and get a momentum.
Ooh.
However, Tom, if you want as the announce team, you could put the move over to turn it up into a success.
You could probably salvage it as you could swing it as she connects with her knees as she goes down. Despite the fact that she doesn't, you could try and swing it as she didn't quite get all of it as she went down.
You could just do close. Oh my god, she's put her body on the line.
Yeah. So on a 7 to 9, Vicky, you can choose. It hurts. You have to forfeit your next match while you recover, or you pull it off with the other person's help. They gain a momentum.
I'll give him a momentum.
For rolling athletic feats, if you do well, you get 2 momentum or an extra heat. So it's a good way to gain 3 heat.
Oh.
Risk injuring yourself. That's fine. I'll say as you land, then it kind of the crowd are murmuring. They're kind of going with it, but
The crowd goes mild.
the crowd goes mild as Dark Omen tries to pick himself up very slowly, but you're still in control.
All you hear is just a little kid in the back going, "We want blood."
Clap, 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 clap.
Is he stood up, or is he like?
Just stood up, but you get up a little bit further. You get up just before him.
Okay, I will jump and use his body as like a way to sort of get over him, but like not let go, and try and slam him down onto the mat as I like go down.
Roll work on that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
No. Yeah, gain a momentum and you keep control.
I think I might want to do my finisher.
Yeah, what is your finisher? You are booked to win this match.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's a good thing we booked us to win this because Dark Omen is not going to fucking look in.
Dark Omen hasn't hit a move yet because he's just been
battered.
What is your finisher?
Okay, so my finisher is called the Diva of Doom.
Okay.
Okay, so we're both on the mat, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to think of an impressive thing to do.
What sort of move do you want? Do you want like a flashy move? Do you want like a high flying move? Do you want like a power move?
I feel like she's very showy, but I also feel like she's very like gymnastic as well. So like,
Panama Sunrise?
I don't know what that means.
You essentially do a flip with them and they land on their head.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go with that.
As you climb up to the top rope and as Dark Omen is picking himself up, you jump, grab him, and kind of go for like this flip, like this almost like flip pile driver then with him. Roll on your finisher.
Oh shit, I forgot I had to roll.
2d6. Ooh.
Ah, fuck. Oh my god, I've got 2 to spend. So I can put it up to an 8. Thank fuck.
On a 7 to 9, they make you work for it. Choose one. They obviously allow you to get the win, gain 1 heat with them, or they push you to look better, gain a momentum.
Let's go with the heat.
Take 1 heat with Dark Omen.
Yeah.
Also, as you land, it hits it with a thud. The audience pop, as this is probably the most hype wrestling they've seen all evening. There have also been a few filler matches between when not all the characters on the roster were the important ones. The audience pop as you go for the pin as just 1, 2, 3, as the referee puts your arm in the air. Here is your winner, the Diva of Doom, Enigma, as he holds your hand in the air. As the audience go a little more crazy than they had before, which was quite mild, I guess, up to this point.
Scattering of boos because you're a heel, right?
I am a heel, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess actually as well. There are people booing that their hero Dark Omen didn't win.
Some people really like Dark Omen for some reason.
They do. He's so cool when he's not getting fucking the shit kicked out of him.
He gets squashed.
Yeah, as you are announced the winner and your music kicks in and people seem to be booing and crying for Dark Omen, the hero that they all wanted to win. We don't know why.
A bunch of children in the front row in floods of tears.
I would just be like playing it up.
Yeah. At this point, like, the show is kind of over. The commentators are kind of do the closing out rounds of the show. Like, thank you for joining us tonight. We'd like to thank our sponsors and join us next week for another exciting episode as they just keep talking through the show.
As they're mid-sentence, over the speakers, the sound of a tractor starting up is heard. Like turning over of a tractor as it sort of fires up from across the car park. Sort of like everyone sort of turns to look to see what the noise is. As there is a large tractor. You can see there's one guy sat in the driver's seat and there's 2 guys hanging off the side of it with one person sort of like awkwardly sat on top. As the tractor sort of slowly makes its way over, the few security guards sort of like bundle some people out the way to sort of clear a path to the ring. As this tractor sort of judders up, and while Enigma and Dark Omen are still in the ring, sort of Dark Omen sort of picked himself up at this point, as this tractor sort of judders into the ring and bumps into the ring, causing Enigma and Dark Omen to fall over. As sat on top of the tractor is Wally Weasel, with these 2 guys on the side sort of quickly pile off the side of the tractor, jump into the ring and just start beating down on Enigma and Dark Omen. They're all wearing like sort of these like tie-dye, horribly stained shirts, dungarees that are like half done up, all big fat lads, all look like farm workers rather than like wrestlers. As the one inside the tractor sort of blares on the horn before climbing out and jumping in the ring to also join in on the beatdown.
What the fuck?
Do you have 2 momentum to spend?
Me?
Yes.
I do.
Because you can make the heel move to do that, which is you can leave someone helplessly lying on the floor.
Absolutely, I will do that.
If you spend the 2 heat, they have to break kayfabe to...
As Wally sort of just gestures for a microphone while this beatdown is happening.
The commentator team are just very confused, like, what is going on? We aren't even in farm country.
As Wally sort of awkwardly sort of leans down and sort of grabs a microphone, as just over the speaker, just like, country boys make do, and then it's like awkwardly climbs down off the tractor as the beatdown sort of closes out the show.
As people are just confused as the camera zooms out as the figures still beating down Enigma and Dark Omen are faded out as it kind of pulls back as they're just silhouetted as the audience are just confused as that closes out the show.
This is outrageous.
As the commentators join us next time for Friday Night Riot as we zoom out and that's the end of the show.
That's a cliffhanger wrestling show, kids.
Absolutely outrageous.
Does the beatdown continue like after the cameras stop rolling and the audience leave?
I'll say like as the crowd is starting to leave, they'll like the 3 lads they'll throw Enigma out the ring and they'll do like a shield, like 3-person powerbomb on Dark Omen. Just to like end close it out, send the crowd home even more upset than they already were.
Was Painface one of the farm boys?
No.
No.
Oh.
That's all we have time for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the show and thank you so much for listening. Thanks to Kevin Mcleod and Fesliyan Studios for music and sound effects used throughout the episode. I'll put links to both their pages down below in the show notes. If you want to support the show, please do follow us on our socials. I'll put links in the show notes below and any support is greatly appreciated. Our plan is to play through the first 2 episodes of the wrestling promotion and then a big pay-per-view finale, with this being the end of the first episode. We'll then switch it up to something entirely new, so comments or suggestions on what you'd like to see us play next are definitely recommended. Join us next time for the Go Home show of British Conclave Wrestling, the episode before the big pay-per-view. We'll release another planning bonus episode if you want to hear me and Steve trying to write the episode in advance and plan who might win, but if you want to go in blind, feel free to skip that. Join us for our next episode in which our feuds continue, and we'll have to see if anyone can stand up to the new faction that is the Farm Boys. Take care.